Hey guys, Youngblood with you, and in my inbox videos I get a lot of questions about ships, which is probably no surprise, but some of the questions I get are in the category of what ship do you regret not buying, or if there was a ship that you don't have but you want, what would that be? So I figured instead of just answering those individually as I get them, I'd just go ahead and lump some of those together into this one video topic about ships that I don't have, but maybe have some regrets on passing on. The first category of ship that I don't currently have anything in is the luxury category. It's the category of ship that I have kind of an irrational desire to have a ship in that category. You know, I've personally catered my fleet towards ships that kind of meet my role in my organization as the military leader. So I have a lot of military craft, obviously. And I try to balance that with the channel and being able to provide footage on most gameplay styles. So I've picked up industry ships as well. Luxury is the one that I've been having a hard time with kind of fitting into the fleet without spending too much money on this game and just buying everything. I think there is value in luxury for things like VIP transportation or acting as kind of a negotiations table between my organization and others, but my value proposition is really prioritize things elsewhere. I've got a Phoenix sitting in buyback right now, and it's been a real challenge to not pull that out of there. But now with the 600 coming out, even though the ship isn't perfect, it's beautiful. And there is a part of me that just wants to get a nice touring ship to take in the sights when I'm not necessarily filming or running organization operations, basically just chilling in the verse. I don't know if I'll ever get around to picking one of these up prior to the game's release, but I suppose after my other ships in-game are kind of kitted out how I want them, my next in-game purchase is probably going to be like a Phoenix or a 600 or an 890, something like that. The next ship up is actually another category, and it's a bomber. I already mentioned that I'm the military leader of my organization, so it may be surprising that I don't have one of these. I don't currently have a Gladiator, an Eclipse, or a Retaliator. I do, however, have a Polaris, so the category isn't totally overlooked, but on a reasonable and smaller scale, it's kind of a gap in my current fleet. I personally don't really see the Gladiator as offering the strike power that I would want, so those ships I'll probably be considering would either be the Retaliator or the Eclipse at some point, but I've prioritized other ship choices, which kind of led me away from these at the time. The problem with the Eclipse for me is that while it's so awesome and its primary role, the lack of versatility hurt the value in my mind. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't want it, because I do, but I felt that there were other ships that suited my needs better for that money. The Retaliator is a nice option as well, and it's a little bit more well-rounded with the module options. But there's some concerns with the turret placement and the lack of forward-facing non-torpedo weaponry. So at this point, I think I envision myself supporting bombing runs more than actually flying them with my fleet. But an Eclipse is on my radar, as well as something that might be a kind of a nice addition to the fleet, and something that would make for some interesting footage in regards to trying to remain in stealth mode as much as possible before delivering some kind of catastrophic type of damage to other ships. The last one is just an actual ship, and it's the Banu Merchantman. I've almost CCU'd to it a few times, and I've almost bought it outright twice now, but it's probably the one I regret not pulling the trigger on more than just about any other ship in the game. Since that time, the price has increased and it's gotten bigger, and my conflict with the ship was that I had some others that were kind of filling some of that role already in my fleet, primarily a Hull C and a Starfarer Gemini, that are going to do cargo as well as a few other things, which meant I could convince myself to buy the ship. I think it's beautiful, it should be a great blockade runner, which I don't really have anything that can do that today, and should be able to hold its own or run if needed. The design is outstanding, and it's just a fun and alien ship, and one that I regret missing out on. And along with the luxury ship, it's on my to-buy list in the verse, though I think it's going to be an expensive one to try and earn in the game. So I know this topic was sort of random, but I wanted to go ahead and just answer a few of the questions that I've received into one video. If you guys want to share your top 3 like I want or I need list, feel free to drop them in the comments. Otherwise, stay tuned for a lot more coming soon, and have yourselves a wonderful day. Take care.